Shalom, my brothers. I want to talk to you today about tradition, about the need to carry on tradition, but yet also the need to be able to create your own new traditions, whether that's in your family, in your business, or in your community. When I was in South Africa, we were the emissaries, the rabbi, that were in charge of a very, very big youth group of 2,000 kids. And some of you have heard me say this before. We used to run very large camps for kids, but between 700 to 1,000 kids on the campsite. And every single year, there would be elected a leadership group of kids from the age of 19 to 22 to run that camp of 700 to 1,000 kids. Amazing, amazing thing to empower people that young to take on so much responsibility. I was there to advise. I was there to make sure everything went well. But I did my very best to empower them to make the hard decisions, to fundraise, to run the camp. And I was there to support them. But one thing that got to me every single year, was that every year there was a new head of the camp, and that's fine. But the first words in that head of camp's speech to the entire camp, almost every single year, was, "Kids, we are going to do what has never been done before." What do you mean you're going to do what's never been done before? This youth group is over 80 years old. This campsite has been used for 30-something years. Why are you trying to only do what has never been done before? Why are you unwilling to understand that you are building off those other people before you, those failures and those successes of the people before you? Why don't you turn around and say, "Hey, last year, my predecessor did this amazing thing. We're going to make sure to do that this year. And we will also do this other new thing." They were scared to actually continue tradition. But the truth is they weren't, because those traditions did continue, even from the mere fact that volleyball on Saturday night was a tradition that was started 30 years ago. Songs that they sang were started 80 years ago, or even 100 years ago, even before the youth group. But they denied the fact that they were building off something that existed before. And it was only because of those people before them that created the traditions that they were able to do the newer and improved things. So you've got those people that are afraid to carry on a tradition, and you've got those people who are afraid to create new tradition. Who are you in your leadership of your family, of your business, of your community? Which one are you? Are you a leader that is afraid to start a new thing that's never been done before? Are you a leader that is afraid to do something that's been done before, and in essence honor that which has been done before you, but yet little yourself, give yourself some humility? Because you know what my belief is? My belief is that you need to be able to do both. You need to be able to have the humility to say, I am building off something that has been done before. Thank you to my predecessors, whether that's my father or grandfather or grandmother or whatever it is, or the previous CEO or the previous garbage man or the previous whatever it is, the previous rabbi or priest. Thank you for instituting this in our life. Thank you for giving us a foundation that I will continue. But at the same time, if one is unable or scared, afraid to break new ground, then what are you in leadership for? We also have to have the ability to say thank you for that foundation. And today, tomorrow, in a year's time, we're going to do something that's never been done before. But understand that it is built off the foundation of those that did that before you. Within leadership, it is so important to be able to both carry on traditions and also create your new traditions. This is something that we did last week for Memorial Day. We paired those two things together. We took the tradition of Memorial Day and we sanctified it. We gave honor to it. And at the same time, we created a new tradition within Leader of the Pack to connect to a soldier that has lost his life, to connect to a family and their story of that life that's been lost and those left behind. Don't be afraid to carry on traditions that have lasted for thousands, hundreds, or tens of years. And at the same time, do not be afraid to be a groundbreaker and move forward and create your own new traditions. This is a skill of leadership.